So today is obviously an extremely exciting day for us. Before we get into today's announcement, I do want to acknowledge that it's Veterans Day and take stock of the fact that there's many people that have sacrificed in our country to give us the privileges that we have today within our country, and very grateful for that. So I think that's important for us as an organization to recognize. With respect to the next head coach of the Thunder, it gives me tremendous pleasure and excitement to introduce Mark Daigneault. As we've talked about, and as we reposition our franchise and our organization in an ever-changing, evolving NBA, we couldn't be more thrilled about the traits that Mark brings to the table for us. A little bit about him and the reason why we feel like he is the right person at the right time. Mark joined us when he was 29, coming from a position in Florida where he was assisting the coaching staff and assumed the head coaching position for the Blue. He had I felt like the rare traits of someone that had high potential. He's a curious learner, a diligent worker, a creative thinker, and has the utmost integrity and selflessness, which I think is critical to be in a leadership position as an NBA head coach. He has had a significant impact in our organization over the last several years and has the rare combination of youth and experience. He's coached over 250 games as a head coach. He's done that with a lot of different adverse conditions in the G League. He's done it with deft skill, and he's built tremendous relationships, not just with our players, at the G League level, but also at the NBA level, as well as all the different people that he pulls into his process as a head coach within the building, both at the Blue and within the Thunder. One of the greatest skills that I think he possesses is his relatability to the modern NBA player, but also in the modern NBA organization. And as we reposition our franchise for future sustainable success, we want to remain cutting edge, forward thinking, asking tough questions of ourselves and pushing ourselves forward. And I can't think of someone better than Mark to be the person that's leading that charge from the coaching position and empowering all the different people that he works with, which I think is one of the greatest strengths that he has. As a basketball coach, he's a great teacher. As I said earlier, he's been intricately involved with our draft processes. Our player development systems have come significantly further and further each year under his purview. He has had a hand in so many different things that happen behind the scenes, including staff development of a lot of different coaches that he's had with the Blue that have gone on either to come to the Thunder or have moved on to different positions. So I think that's a tremendous sign of his leadership and his selfless leadership. So we couldn't be more excited about his acumen, his toughness, and his consistency as a coach on a day-to-day basis, but also the person that he is. So we couldn't be more thrilled to I guess, re-welcome him in a different role, but to have him a part of the Thunder going forward. And we couldn't be more excited to watch his growth and his contributions flower from here. I'll turn it over to Mark.
Thank you, Sam. I'm so excited and so grateful. I'm grateful for the last 6 years in this organization and in this community. Grateful for the fact that the Thunder have raised me as a professional basketball coach and as a head coach. And I can't wait to continue to grow here with these great people in this great organization. I want to thank Mr. Bennett for this opportunity and also for the care that he takes in this community and in this organization with the people in this organization. I want to thank Sam for always seeing me for what I can be rather than what I am. That was a word he gave me back when he hired me in 2014, and he has delivered on that with his support and guidance time and time again. When Sam called me and offered me the job the other day, I was just so overwhelmed thinking about all the people that have had their fingerprints on my life and on my career. And I just want to take the time to thank them very quickly right now. I want to thank my wife, Ashley, who is also a coach, but is the love of my life. And I can't wait to continue our life together, Ash, here in OKC. I want to thank my parents, my sister, all my friends and family for their unconditional support. I want to thank all the coaches that have had an unbelievable impact on my career, who opened career doors for me. I especially want to point out my high school coach, 𝐓𝐡𝐮𝐧𝐝𝐞𝐫, Coach Calhoun, and Coach Blaney at UConn, Ralph Willard, and Billy Donovan, who brought me to Florida, but has been a tremendous friend and mentor over the better part of the last decade. The thing Billy did for me here with the Thunder is he opened the door to the Thunder, to our blue staff, and gave us unprecedented access to the Thunder team. And certainly those experiences put me in this position to be able to take this position on. I also want to thank the Thunder community, the Thunder organization, the people I work with every day who have helped me grow. And the coolest thing about this is I've been able to grow with them. And there's a lot of people in this organization that don't have a press conference today that are on a very similar trajectory to me. And to be able to grow up here with those people is inspiring. And it makes me really, really love coming to work every day. I've never had a bad day with the Thunder. The last thing I want to do is thank all the players that I've coached over the course of my career. But I especially want to shout out to the Blue guys who I coached here in this organization. Their commitment and their grind is just inspiring to me. And today is a day that I want to give them the shirt off my back. Lastly, I want to thank the Thunder players. It was a pleasure working with this team last season. It's an inspiring group of guys that I admire for their competitiveness and who they are as people. And I'm just so excited to get back to work with them here in a couple weeks. It's not going to be easy, and nothing worthwhile is, but I'm just so excited and grateful to be able to plug back into this organization and be around these great people, this great organization, and these great players here coming up in a couple weeks.